everyone, it's Franchise Guy. Catch you in episode 38 of our Philadelphia Phillies franchise mode. And today we're going to Jose Leclerc right here, and 27-year-old relief pitcher. Never did super hot with us. You know, he always had a super high area. He never really locked anything down. Take a look at Justice Sheffield right here. He Rule 5 draft in 27 games. He was pretty not great. You know, he turned into a bullpen piece, could never do anything. But Diego Castillo. Castillo, the 27-year-old Dominican right-hander, the flamethrower, killing it this season. And Nick Anderson, the 30-year-old right-hander out of Minnesota. You know, has a pretty good season at 2.43 ERA. He got 3 years more of controllability, so he'll be controlled till age 33 or 34. But we're seeing Jose Leclerc and just Sheffield to the Tampa Bay Rays for Diego Castillo and Nick Anderson bolster our bullpen. And Blake Trehan, 27-year-old righty out of Louisiana. You know, played with Cincinnati a couple times, but never really had a spot with us. He was kind of a throwaway trade piece in one of our trades with Cincinnati, but we traded him to St. Louis Cardinals for Andrew Miller. You know, Miller, he's a 1.33 ERA, but he's in the last year of his deal. He's 35. He's regressing. So we're going to give them just something to stick in their infield. But that trade will be accepted right here, as the Cardinals are not in a position for a playoff spot this year. So that's the reason why we went with both of those teams. Neither team is in a position for a playoff spot. They're also not even in the running. They're both sub 500. But taking on the Los Angeles Angels, the 66 and 34 Phillies taking on the 64 and 37 Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And yeah, we were trying to bolster our bullpen for this episode. You know, the bullpen was something that was definitely lacking. As Mccutchen comes up here, the 3-1 count. In the top of the first inning, that's going to go over the wall. I'm sorry, off the wall. Over the yellow line, though, for his 27th home run on the season. Shohei Ohtani is on the mound. He had his much anticipated, return to the mound a couple days ago, almost a week now, I guess, at this point. Did not get through the first inning, did not get, the first out of the game. Was it 4 or 5 hits, 3 or 4 walks, and there's like 5 earned runs. Yeah, not a great return to the Major League Baseball pitching mound for Shohei Ohtani. But the problem with this game is that since he's a two-way player, he's always playing gas, so he's never actually good. I think coming this game he has like almost a 6 ERA, or is like 6.5 ERA, as he walks Bryce Harper with still no one out in the inning. First 2 batters come up, one hits a home run, one gets a walk. 2 outs now to JT after a double play. And that's going to be ripped down the line past Anthony Rendon, that gold glove third baseman down there. And, it's going to be a 2-out double for JT Realmuto. But Aaron Nola comes up now, the former, the now 2-time All-Star, is 12-3, the 2.65 ERA. 130 innings pitched, 107 hits allowed, a 109 whip, 163 strikeouts, 37 walks. Nola, he's having a pretty good season. He's having a bounce back season, just like the season where he was, in the running for the Cy Young Award, where he got 2 votes. He's having a season like that. But first strike of the game right there for Aaron Nola for the second out of the inning, and now Mike Trout up, the New Jersey product, goes down the knuckle curve right there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 Aaron Nola as he gets the last 2 outs via the punch out. Top of the second, 3-2 count to Alex Baum, and Baum gets a free pass to first base on the walk by Shohei Ohtani, his second walk allowed of the game. Ohtani needs to bear down. It's the rules of the game right there for Shohei Ohtani. He just needs to bear down and not get out. Get outs, I should say. As he's going to get Scott King right there to strike out looking for his first punch out of the game. And now bottom of the second, 2-2 count, Justin Upton, former Atlanta Brave, goes down via the punch out right there. Third strike of the game for Aaron Nola. Second in the inning for Nola and the Phillies. Nola is a big part of this team. He has 1 more year in his deal. As Zach Green comes up now, 3-2 count. And Green gets a walk as Nola's strike zone does get pinched a little bit right there. So extra pitches being thrown by Nola this inning. As we do get the punch out right here. A punch out should have happened with the last batter. But Nola not harmed by that. 3-2 count now to Mccutchen. Mccutchen goes down via the punch out right there. First out of the inning for Shohei Ohtani and his second punch out of the game. But Nola only has one more year in his contract. As, you know, he has next year and has to be re-signed again. As Bryce Harper goes down via the punch-out. And now Rhys Hoskins chops that one opposite way into right field for a 2-out single. And the Phillies have to think about it. Do we go with Tyon and the young guys? Or do we look to bring back Aaron Nola? Is he worth the contract he's on? He was on a big contract. And he's going to be 28 when he re-signs. No, do we give that kind of money to a player who's going to regress in the future? As JT Realmuto goes down to the punch-out. Now, 3-2 count for Franchy Cordero, and Cordero goes on via the walk. So, second walk issued by Aaron Nola in this game so far, only through 2 innings. You know, Cordero, the former, I believe he was the former outfielder for the San Diego Padres. As Jahmai Jones goes down via the punch-out. So, another strikeout for Aaron Nola. He's with that strikeout pitch working as he has 5 already through 2 1/3. Aaron Nola leads the National League in wins with 12, followed by Clay with 11, and Spencer Howard and Zach Wheeler all tied for 3rd place with 10 wins apiece. But Aaron Nola and the Phillies do need some help right there, as Adam Hazley has some problems in the outfield. That's going to be a 1-out double. Runner goes to 3rd. Bad throw by second base and Scott Kingery. It's going to be pulled offline. And now Rafigno comes up and goes down via the punch-out. So, 2 outs now in the inning. Hoskins is back to JT on that one just to make sure no one tries to advance. But Mike Trout now 2-2 count, and Mike Trout goes down via the punch-out. So, after a 1-out double gets 2 men in scoring position, Aaron Nola, he settles down and gets back-to-back punch-outs to end the inning. Still, the Phillies have a 1-0 lead. Top of the 4th right here, Adam Hazley. Surprise power bat of the year, of the series, really. Going to fly out to deep center field right there. This was Citizens Bank Park. That's a home run, but Mike Trout with the catch. Anthony Rendon now bottom of the 4th, and Rendon goes down looking. Nola's 8th punch-out through 3 1/3 innings. Top of the 5th, Scott Kingery gets rung up by Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani has settled down, his 5th punch-out of the game. And now 3-2 count to Andrew McCutchen. And McCutchen tries to check a swing right there. Ball was low, but home plate umpire says he went around. It's going to be Ohtani's 6th punch-out of the game as he was thrown out trying to get the 1st. Bottom 5 now, and guess what? Another punch-out for Aaron Nola, as Nola has been cruising through this game. 9 punch-outs through 4 1/3. Lowest team ERAs in the National League. Phillies come in 4th place with a 3.59 team ERA. Braves, Dodgers, Cubs are the only teams ahead of the Phillies so far on the season. And now 1-2 count to Franchy Cordero, and Cordero goes down via the punch-out. So now 10 punch-outs for the Phillies as Aaron Nola so far through 4 2/3. And now Jahmai Jones comes up, and Jahmai Jones gets that one. It's going to be a hard bounce for McCutchen to get, to reel in, but he will keep the ball in front of him at least, as that's going to be a 2-out single. Next batter up, and guess what? Another ball up the middle. So back-to-back singles now allowed by Aaron Nola, as he's going to find himself in some trouble right now, as a non-power bat comes up. But guess what? That non-power bat gets a hold of this one and sends that over the wall. It's going to be a 3-run home run. It's going to be Rengiffo's 8th on the season. It's not even Mike Trout or Zach Green beats Aaron Nola. It's going to be Luis Rengifo, who is not a power bat in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but only 8 home runs so far for the All-Star break. Not a real power bat. But Mike Trout up now, and Mike Trout, gonna get the benefit of that right there as Nola gets his strike zone squeezed again. Could have been out of this inning, but no, that's gonna be a walk. His 3rd walk issued this game. As now Anthony Rendon, who has had Aaron Nola's number more or less throughout his career, comes up to the plate after a stolen base. Anthony Rendon gets a hold of this one, sends that one deep to left field, and that one will be out of here. 2-run, 2-out home run, 23rd on the season for Anthony Rendon. And it's kind of crazy how the sim favors some players and hurts others. Anthony Rendon only 23 home runs, but McCutchen hit a home run to lead off this game, which is 27. Why does Mccutchen get all these extra home runs, and we get players on our team get a bunch of home runs, while other teams don't seem to get that lucky? As Rhys Hoskins gets walked by Ohtani, it's going to be a one-out walk here in the top of the 6th inning. Phillies need to start rallying back as Daniel Polka comes up, and Polka goes down via the punch-out. So Phillies have yet to score any runs since the 1st inning after a leadoff home run by Andrew McCutchen. Ohtani has locked down this Phillies offense. Still only 3 hits. Diego Castillo making his Phillies debut in 62 games. He's 3-1 with 12 holds, 2.45 ERA, 82 punch-outs, 22 walks. Where he's batting sub 200, while lefties are batting just over 200. And now Zach Green comes up and goes down to be the punch-out for Castillo. So his first strikeout as a member of the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, Yerman Mercedes up, 2-2 count, and Mercedes goes down on that slider right there. So Castillo's second punch-out of the game. And now Franchi Cordero, 1-1 count, and Cordero going to single up the middle. Right there, Scott Kingery hesitates on that throw right there. Does not get over to Rhys Hoskins fast enough. But Jahmai Jones comes up and goes down that slider. So, strike out the side after a single is allowed. But Diego Castillo lights out so far in his Phillies debut. On to the top of the 7th inning. And hopefully this Phillies team can take no Ramirez. Give him some work, get some runs on the board. As, with his 3.79 ERA, not the greatest. He's 2-3 with an okay, I guess, record. But Alec Baum gonna have his check swing appeal to the first base umpire, who's gonna call him safe right there, and he will be escorted to first base. Here we go, Adam Hazley, chopper past second baseman right there. So 2 men on now with no one out with a no-out single. Scott Kingery up now, and Kingery swings through the big changeup right there for the first out of the inning. First strikeout for Ramirez. Castillo out now for a second inning of work, as he's going to get Rengifo to swing and a miss for his 4th punch-out of the outing. Mike Trout up now, 2-2 count to Trout, and Trout goes down to be the punch-out. So 5 punch-outs for Diego Castillo in the 2 innings of work he's had with the Phillies so far. Now on to the top of the 8th inning, where hopefully the Phillies can finally just muster some more hits. David Hernandez comes in. I believe he played for the Phillies for a season at one point. But in 49 games, he's 2-1, 7 holds, 57 innings pitched, 3.32 ERA, 42 punch-outs, 18 walks. As Mccutchen gets a hold of this one, sends that one deep to left field. Over the head of Justin Upton. That one's going to be over the wall. His 2nd home run of the game, his 28th on the season. 380 feet, 105.6 exit velocity. On that one right there. You absolutely love to see that one. Andrew Mccutchen really making it difficult to be let go of coming this offseason. The plan was to let go of him and let the young guys take over in the outfield. We do have Mickey Moniak down in the minors, as well as Cornelius Randolph and a couple other players. But with McCutchen's play, we really hope we may sign and trade him. As Bryce Harper now comes up, and Harper gets the walk right there. Free pass to first base with no one out in the inning. If there's a time for a rally, it's right now. Phillies are known for some late rallies. We've had a lot of late rallies in this series so far, through 38 episodes. As Rhys Hoskins goes down via the punch-out right there for the first out of the 8th inning. It's alright, it happens. Ty Buttrey comes in. Buttrey, 5 for 11 in saves, 1-2 record, 32 games, a 5.83 ERA. So this is the player right here we need to take advantage of. We need to take advantage of Ty Buttrey right now, and we need to get all of them fast. We have 2 outs to work with, and JT tries to hold up right there, and he does. He will be issued a free pass to first base. Now, for a second there, I thought the home plate umpire would have said he would have gone around, but no. JT gets issued a walk right there by Buttrey. And now the Phillies, Phillies offense is cooking as Daniel Polka watches strike 3 go by. So as soon as the offense starts going, the offense hits a wall. Alec Baum up now, and Baum gets his strike zone expanded right there as he gets called for strike 3. Andrew Miller comes in now. Miller, the 35-year-old lefty, former Cleveland Indian, New York Yankee, Boston Red Sox, Florida Marlin, Detroit Tiger, right? That's who he played for. Gets a strikeout in his Phillies debut. Next batter up, he's going to issue a free pass to first base right there with 1 out in the inning. Zach Green up now, 1-2 count, and Green goes down via the punch out. So 2 strikeouts so far for Andrew Miller in his Phillies debut. You remember Mercedes up now, and Mercedes goes down via the punch out. So Andrew Miller strikes out the side, not 1-2-3 though, but the side was stricken out by the veteran lefty. No, one of the problems last year in the playoffs for the Phillies was the fact that they didn't have any dominant veteran players. Adam Morgan came in and struggled. Seranthony Dominguez came in and struggled, and Nara struggled. But with Diego Garcia, Nick Anderson, and Andrew Miller, hopefully the Phillies can have a dominant back end of that bullpen to come in and shut down every team they play. As Hansel Robles strikes out Scott Kingery for the second out of the game. And now there's a single right there. So not going down without a fight, this Phillies team is. 2 out single. Mccutchen up now, 2-2 count. And Mccutchen checks the swing. And the first base umpire is going to ring him up. Bad umpiring all around this game. This is probably one of the worst umpires, one of the worst, umpires I've ever played against in this game. If it wasn't such a big trade game, I would have definitely titled this game, playing with the worst umpires ever, as there is multiple times where we've held up, had strike zones shrunken or expanded. The umpire was not consistent. Home plate umpire was not consistent for the Angels and the Phillies. There's multiple times where walks were issued by Aaron Nola where they're borderline pitches, but Alex Baum, whose pitch was definitely below the zone, was called a strike 3. But Ohtani gets his 4th win of the season. Nola slipped his 4th loss of the season. Robles gets his 21st save on the year. The Phillies fall to the Angels 5-2. Both teams had 6 hits. So Ohtani's play of the game had 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 7 punch-outs, 1 earned run, and 3 walks. Nola went 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 10 punch-outs. Robles was safe. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. But if you guys are interested in some, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You guys missed any episodes, hit that playlist button down below. And text on YouTube. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy, have a great day, and go Phillies, I guess. You're going to start baseball up soon.